This is Jim Amateur of Ahn Co, Alexandria, Minnesota, with your closing grain and livestock comments for April 16th, 2021. Corn market down 4.5 up front. Back months held together a little bit better. Bean market up 15. Chicago wheat down 1.25. Minneapolis up 1.25. Kansas City up 1.5. On the week, we saw the corn market up 8.25, beans up 30.25, Chicago wheat up 13.75, Minneapolis up 10.5, and Kansas City up 22.75. Overall, weather, demand, and kind of key price counts are going to be the major focal points, not only for this week, but as we look to the next few weeks ahead. Weather will be one of the main drivers as this cool, wet pattern got this corn market lifted up here, but now it's a matter of what do the next 2 weeks say. We look for a little cooler start to next week, but then a potential warm-up could bring some planting, and I think that's got the corn market consolidating here a little bit to finish the week. We hit key price counts this week off May, off the $6 level, and new crop, we got up to this 517 near 520 area. These are some big resistance points as we see it. The next price counts are rather lofty, so looking at some marketing measures here into that tune or making sure you're confident in your trailing stops, we feel is extremely important here. Bean market trying to get up to this 1464 area for old crop and 1290 for new crop again to kind of get a retest of those highs. So overall a good week, good structure going into the weekend, but just realize the price levels we're at here and make sure you've got some discipline here as we work ahead. Oftentimes we can see as planters get rolling, we can see these price culminate some highs and then really dictate whether we take them out or honor them as we work through the summer months. Feeder cattle down 42.5, live cattle down 75, hog market down 110 to $3. On the week, we saw feeders down 512.5, live cattle down 257.5, and hog market down 725 off the June. Overall, cash undertones 120 to 124 live, 196 dress. Cutouts were firm, but big miss on exports this week. And overall, that resulted in some liquidation to finish this week. We find ourselves very near the feeder cattle, live cattle key support areas that we've got to maintain, otherwise bigger things could be happening to the downside here. So we'll see next week if we can maintain those. Hog market, similar type story. Index around 103, cutouts firm, but exports a big miss this week, and that allowed this market to slip down. Also concerns over this farm to table type meal program coming into it to an end in May had the milk market, and we think meats in general a little bit defensive here. We're into key support areas. These are areas 2 in hogs that we need to hold around this 100 area off the June, or else maybe bigger liquidation ahead. We'll see what happens next week, but an important week nonetheless. This has been Jim Amateur of Ahn Co, Alexandria, Minnesota. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results. This is a solicitation. Have a great afternoon.